So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So yeah, today we finally got the big treasure map download on global, and we're finally getting every missing treasure map unit added. In total, we are looking at 5 batches here, and 3 of these units are legends. It's the koala, it's the crocodile, and it is the bone clay. So yeah, obviously very exciting. I'll be making a video for tomorrow where I talk a bit about bone clay and the other new units. But for this video, I'll focus more on the changes to treasure map with new start time and such. We'll talk a bit about the structure of the treasure map Sugo-Fest, the different parts, the steps, which are the same on all parts. And I also speak a bit about my plans, what I value here, how I plan to pull. But yeah, to be started here, let's talk a bit about the change to treasure map with the start times, thanks to Godot for compiling all of the info. As you see here, treasure map starts at January 19, at 1 a.m. PST, and ends on January 23rd at 6 a.m. PST. So basically what this means is that this will be like the Blitz, that we're starting on the same time as JP does, and for treasure map and Blitz it's like 6 hours after news time. So this will be good for some people, bad for others. Like for EU, for me personally, treasure map will start at around 10 a.m. and end at around 3 p.m. While for the US, for many, it will start like in the middle of the night and end early in the morning. So, yeah, like personally, the new start time sucks since I can't play before work. I have to wait until after work. At the other hand, I can play quite a bit in the weekend. But because I haven't mentioned this yet, but the other thing with JP is the treasure map always starts on Wednesdays. So this means going forward, most likely we'll have the start on Wednesdays and it will end on Sundays. So that means I can play all of Saturday and quite a bit on Sunday. So overall, I'm okay. It's not the best time, but it personally works. I'm okay with it. If I could I wish they did more variety, like both in what days the treasure map start and the start and end times, but in the end we're basically a copy of JP now, so JP will go first and we'll just copy. So yeah, basically if the time sucks for you, then I'm sorry, and if they're good for you, then I'm happy for you. Like before, EU really suffered with the times. Like I was fine with the start times. I can go up at 4 a.m. personally to play treasure map. I enjoy that since it's just once per month. But I really dislike the end time of 4 a.m. since I'm not going to stay up all night. That's just not the person I am. So I'm fine that at least the end time will be pretty good, which might help me actually think about ranking a bit more. I've not really played for ranking for a long time in events, but like now I can actually try and get a certain rank that I want. So that's cool, I guess. Anyway, let's look at the Sugo-Fest 3 parts. Part 1 has all the 3 new legends on global, which is bone clay, crocodile, and koala. All parts have bone clay as well as the new treasure map recruits Caesar and Ivanko. Part 1 has some different treasure map recruits boosted. It's the new Chauzu, Morley, Enel, and Lucci, and these are the batch treasure map recruits for koala and crocodile. Moving on, part 2. It still has crocodile, but instead of koala we have Robin and Jinbei. And the treasure map recruits on this part are the Mugiwara batch, where they have their beast pirate outfits. So we get a new Zoro, Sanji, Nami, and Brook. Part 3 has koala instead of croc, and has Nami and Usopp, and the treasure map rare recruits is the batch with Oden, Denjiro, and Tsuru. So yeah, these are the parts. Let's take a look at the steps too, and I must say that the first 5 steps are the best ever on a treasure map Sugo-Fest. We have a discount, then multi 2, 3, and 4 are recommended characters. And by recommended, they mean you can pull any unit that is on the banner image. So that's really good, I must say. But sadly, after step 5, it kind of collapses. Then we're back to spamming Sugo-Fest exclusive or rape booster character. At least step 7 is nice since you get a guaranteed debut unit on JP, so Caesar, Ivankov, or Bonclay. But yeah, we're not getting any more recommended character steps. The legend steps are far between each other, and you see a lot of legend or rate boosted. So yeah, it's not a very impressive Sugo after step 5, but the first 5 steps are really, really good. And yeah, you can get the new Bonclay guaranteed if you go to the 25th. So how should you think about when you pull on this Sugo-Fest? Because I've seen many positive to this Sugo since the steps are indeed good in the beginning. And it's very hyped to get so many new legends at once. So I've seen many people excited for part 1. And I'm not going to say that part 1 is bad. Like, if you only care about legends, part 1 is obviously the best one. Like, of course, we still have more legends to see, because it's a 7.5% legend rate Sugo, so there should be 15 legends total. So of course the other 12 legends on this Sugo can change things for a lot of people. But yeah, people will usually pull on treasure map Sugos for treasure map units mainly. So legend wise, part 1 is really good. Personally, I will not pull on part 1, and I'm going to explain this why. And this is about why I pull on treasure map Sugos. I mainly pull for the limited units, limited treasure map recruits. These are units that basically never rerun or incredibly rarely rerun. And out of the 5 new batches on Global, if we take a look at that again, only 2 of these 5 batches have limited units that will basically never rerun. And that's the Mugiwara batch with Beast Pirates outfits, and it's the batch with Kinemon, Denjiro, and Tsuru. All other units should rerun on every Sugo-Fest. Like, it's not really confirmed yet with some of these batches if they will rerun or not. But if we go by precedent, like how it's worked in the past, on JP for example, then every batch that debuted with a legend have become permanent. So I'm just working out of that assumption. Bandai can of course change this whenever they want, but I'll talk from that assumption in mind. But yeah, with that assumption in mind, we can see that the treasure map rare recruits that are recommended on part 1, all of these should be permanent treasure map rare recruits. You can pull on a treasure map Sugo-Fest in a year, and you should be able to pull all of these. Like, the legends depend on the legend pool, but for the rare recruits, they should be pullable. So that's just not a big priority for me, because I do pull on treasure map Sugo-Fest regularly. And if you think about like the permanent treasure map batch on Global, the Mugiwara 56 batch with, yeah, like the Luffy, the Nami, and the Chopper with Germa outfit. Like, I pulled those batch units like every treasure map. I've seen JP players pull on other Sugo-Fest and get a lot of Karasu, Morley, Lucci, and Enel. So I have no rush to get these units. The rush I have to get units are these on part 2 and part 3. And the good thing if you pull on part 2 and part 3 like I do is that you still have the chance to pull all of the new legends. Part 2 even has Robin and Jinbei that I don't have, so that's a big plus in my book. Personally, I will probably do most pulls on part 2 because I honestly want every single one of these Mugiwara units. Like, Sanji has a really good support that can let any Nami and Kinemon unit lock orbs, and that's just a super valuable ability. And I think for the other three, like Sora both has a very good special and a pretty unique support, while Nami and Brook are mainly pretty cool specials, pretty unique specials. So I like them for that reason. As for part 3, like Denjiro is super valuable since he's like a version of the support rare recruit Tsuru, in that he can give end of turn damage for 3 turns. And he can be put on both Oden and Kinemon, so more units to be able to bypass resilience, which is honestly spammed a lot nowadays. That's very, very valuable in my books. I really want the Denjiro. But honestly, if I get the Denjiro, I'm not too crazy about the others. Like Kinemon is good, but not something I'm super in need of. And Tsuru is also fine. Their supports are okay, but not that amazing. So yeah, definitely pull on part 3. Probably do minimum 5 multis, but as long as I get Denjiro, I'll be happy. While on part 2, I really won't be truly happy unless I get all of them. Even if I'd say Sanji is my personal top priority, and kind of Zoro since his support is so unique. Like, his support can remove barrier in some situations, and that's very cool. But his special is also really good. It's a proper, very good rare recruit special. So yeah, that's my insight on the Sugo-Fest so far. We'll need to wait for a bit more information. We'll also need the official reveal and such. We know a bit from Datamine already, like what legends are point boosters and such. We know that, for example, V3 Duffy and V4 Katakuri will be point boosters. The new Boa and Perona and Lucci will not be that. So yeah, a few of stuff like that will disappoint people, but yeah, it is what it is. And you don't need to worry, the new Super Sugo-Fest exclusives will indeed be rate boosters as well as OG 6-star Oden. But yeah, I'll talk more about the Bon Clay badge tomorrow and more about TM news as we get them. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. See you next time.